Hey, we live in a state where your self-defense rights are under attack. So let us be your voice to help defend and restore the Second Amendment. You can help spread the word about the fight. There's 2 easy things that you can do. 1, like and subscribe to the show on YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, Instagram, podcast, or whatever way you listen to the show. 2, leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. It helps boost our show and puts us in front of a whole lot more people.
Hey, what watch you got there, Dave?
That is a Roland Sands, and you probably don't know Roland.
I don't, but that's a cool-looking watch.
Yeah, he's a custom motorcycle builder. So this is from a vintage Harley-Davidson, and the band is made from like a leather jacket that just keeps changing. Huh. Are you a watch person?
I kind of, not really, kind of a little bit, but I looked over there, and it really stands out. It's very cool.
I love this watch.
You're a stylish guy. So I always look for.
Listen to
you.
I
looked
at if somebody gives
cues,
it to me,
from you, just what should I be wearing?
Yeah, what should I be wearing? Yeah.
Right. What are we doing?
Okay, I think we're going to stump somebody.
Jackson, you ready to stump somebody?
Yep.
Have you been practicing all segment on your question here?
Yeah, it's a real small. Yeah, it's a real easy question.
All right, cool. It's an easy question?
Well, not just small. It just says what is. I mean, it's not.
All right. Okay.
Nothing's easy on this show.
So this segment is Stump My Nephew. Sam, the gunman, is my nephew. He's 22 years old. He's been my nephew for, 22 years. So we found out a couple years ago that he is he's really good at Joe's getting ready.
Is he here? Did you say hello?
Oh, are you here, Sam?
Yeah, how are you guys?
Yeah,
it always helps if we find out if he's here.
Make sure he's on there. But I can never. I got to pick the right word to figure out. What have we tried? We tried mensch. We've tried expert. I don't know. We've tried all these words. We can't.
How about just very knowledgeable?
Indescribably good at.
He's very knowledgeable about his craft.
There's a candy bar that uses that, though, isn't there?
Which one?
The indescribably good.
Indescribably good.
Yeah, I think there is one.
That's a good one. Hey, we had, by the way, we interviewed Ashley Leblinski. Did I say that name right?
Yeah.
Earlier in the show. Did you hear it?
Yeah, that's really cool. Was this tonight?
Yep.
Yeah. You have to listen.
Man, once this goes up on YouTube, I'll have to go back and listen to it. She's really influential and important.
Yep. YouTube.com/Gun
Owners Radio. It was a great interview, by the way.
Okay, so here's where if you send in a question and we read it on the air, you get a hat or a shirt. If you stump my nephew, then you get a lifetime of training from Front Sight in Pahrump, Nevada. So without further ado, we're going to have Action Jackson read the question. Who's the question from, Jackson?
Brandon from Los Angeles.
All right, Brandon from Los Angeles.
Not that Brandon.
Not Let's Go Brandon, but a whole other.
That would have been from D.C.
Can you imagine being named Brandon right now?
We have a board op.
Oh, that's right. Wait,
no,
that's
he's
Brendan.
a Brendan.
Yeah,
Brendan.
but it doesn't.
Close enough.
Yeah, it's
All
close enough.
Okay, is he here? Is Brendan here today?
He got married.
He got married yesterday, didn't
he? Yeah.
Oh, congratulations if you're listening.
So
Brendan,
he said he's hungover and he wasn't going to be able to make it in, and they're going to do their honeymoon later down the road.
Oh, fantastic! Congratulations.
I told him there was no excuse; he should be here.
That's right. It's Gun Owners Radio.
That's right.
All right, my friend Brandon from Los Angeles. What did he want to know?
What is a Mossberg 410 repeater?
Thanks for writing in, Brandon. Sorry you have to live in Los Angeles, but I guess someone's got to do it. Mossberg 410 repeater. I don't know if there's a specific model of theirs called that, but a repeater in general refers to any firearm which has the capacity to store ammunition inside it, outside the chamber, if that makes any sense. So anything with a magazine, either internal or removable, that you can cycle through without having to manually load each round after you fire it would be a repeater. And Mossberg does make a variety of shotguns in 410.
So the answer they have provided, and I'll be honest, we didn't do a whole lot. Our research department was off this week, so we're going to rely on what they said. But they said, that's Brandon from Los Angeles, says that the 410 Model G bolt-action repeater was Mossberg's first bolt-action shotgun released in 1933. Originally advertised for $10, this firearm had just over 40 parts and could be made cheaply since the steel of the barrel could be soft due to the low pressures of shotgun shells. Unlike many early pump-action guns that could bind up, the bolt provided almost no chance of failure to feed or eject. Mossberg continued to sell pump-action shotguns until they stopped producing them. The Model 695 in 2003.
Okay, so he didn't miss this question because the question wasn't involved enough. All it says was what was a Mossberg repeater, and he did tell us.
The 410 repeater? Yeah, I don't know.
He didn't really get into the he wasn't asked about the history, and
I don't think I knew what a repeater was, but I don't think I knew that was the specific definition.
Yeah, so I think we got to give him a pass.
That was the
I think we can call this one a draw.
A draw?
Okay, I'd give you a pass on
so
it.
you're like 429, 5, and 1. Is that your record now? Something like that?
I don't know. I don't keep track. But
we are on episode 278.
Bolt-action shotguns are pretty interesting. You don't see them a lot these days, but they used to be fairly popular many decades ago, especially in a lot of European countries where civilian ownership of rifles was heavily restricted, but there were a whole bunch of military surplus rifles lying around. Various countries, you'd see these being converted into bolt-action shotguns, like in Russia, for example. It's really hard to own a rifle, but it's comparatively easy to own a shotgun. So you'll see Mosin Nagant actions rechambered for something like 410 and modified to accept shotgun shells.
Jackson, tell Sam what your bolt action is again.
A 338 Lapua.
Lapua, a 338 Lapua. This kid's 8 years old. He's got
a round.
I know, right? Like, I guess, just in case he needs to take out a semi truck.
Yep.
How far back do you go when you fire it? You bounce off the back wall?
Nope.
What do you mean, no? You have put a pillow on your butt so when you fall down it won't hurt?
Nope.
No
So,
pillow.
Sam, what's the advantage? Why it kind of goes into it a little bit, but why would I buy a bolt-action shotgun? Is that a good idea, or has it pretty much been, are we, we've out-designed that? We don't need to do that anymore.
Well, these days, pump-action shotguns are very reliable, and the manufacturers have gotten really good at making them, especially at a low price point. But in the days when there was still a lot of experimentation going on with firearm actions and the metallurgy wasn't anywhere near as good as it is today, it may have been easier to design a strong bolt action that would withstand the necessary mechanical stresses rather than a strong and reliable pump action. So there are various different reasons. Everything's a trade-off.
Does anybody make a bolt action?
I'm not aware of one.
Shoddy, like a modern one?
Yeah.
I'm sure there are some out there.
Yeah.
I just couldn't
Not in
tell
your
you.
store, anyway.
Make skeet harder.
Yeah.
Shooting skeet with a bolt action.
Yeah, that would not be a fun time.
Yeah.
I love my Mossberg 500. I got to tell you,
That's
it's
what
a
I
pump
have.
action. I just love it.
I love that
We
thing.
had had our demonstration. Did that go over well at the Not Me shooting social yesterday?
It did. All the girls had a lot of fun shooting your shotgun.
Yeah, there you go.
Did they clean it?
No, that left that up to me.
Oh, you're going to put it in the sink
Yeah,
with the soap?
I just take it in the shower with me. Put a little cap on the end of the
Yeah.
barrel. And
Oh, why bother? You got to clean the barrel. You got to go down inside.
yeah, I mean, my typical bath
Little
soap
bit
is
of, little bit of
Hoppies
Dove,
anyway.
little bit of Dove down the barrel.
Little Dove down the barrel. Well, yeah, right. It's a shotgun, right?
I
It's
was just thinking,
made
hello.
for Dove.
Since you've never shot one.
That is amazing. That's ridiculous, Jackson, isn't it? That's silly.
Well, I think you did a good job, Sam, no matter
Yep.
what they're
Yeah,
saying.
thanks, man. We'll call it a draw. We'll call it a draw with an emphasis towards you got it right. How about that?
We'll just tell Brandon he has to.
That's like a draw.
Expand his question.
That's right. It's a draw plus. How about that?
You got it.
All right, man.
Thanks, bud.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Always.
Thanks for watching this clip from Gun Owners Radio. You can watch us live every Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. California time, right here on our YouTube channel, or if you're in the San Diego area, you can listen to us on 1170 a.m. We're also available on your favorite podcast platform for free. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you can help restore and protect the Second Amendment, not just in California, but across the country.